Răzvan Luczescu.
So, an awkward position for me, being the person to interview you, an honor to say a friend of mine, a very close, one of my best friends, and on the same time, this being the first interview you give after you finished your relationship with PAOK. Thank you very much, of course. I cannot be too typical with you. Thank you very much for honoring me with your friendship for so many years and working together, but also thank you for being here with me.
Where is the bottle of wine?
You are the host now. We are in your house. Yes, I should bring the...
Yes.
Okay, we will do it.
At least to ask from me the wine, and I would have delivered the wine. But you should have taken care, because first of all, because you came to fuck my brain now, no?
Yes, it's a job. Now it's a job.
In such a sensitive moment. The second, because you are younger. So
because of the production is rich?
With this idea I started, that I will see two hands opening a bottle of wine and pouring the wine in the glasses.
The production is very rich and we will do it during our...
separate, okay.
Κατάλαβες, στα λέω. Okay.
Because they are friends, we have to start also like this, on this way.
We will finish like this, like we always finished our difficult nights with a glass of wine.
And beautiful nights as well.
So, how do I found you? Sad, frustrated, relieved? What words would describe your current situation?
It's difficult to find out one word or two words, or there is a complexity of feelings inside of me, but probably the strongest feeling that I have is the strongest feelings that I have are two: sadness and disappointment.
Sadness because of the divorce itself? Sadness because of the way the divorce came? Sadness because of...
No, sadness because of the separation, because being for so many years in PAOK, with PAOK, it is obvious that we have created important bonds, probably the deepest bonds that some person could create in football, with clubs, with fans, with environment, with everything. I am used for 5 years, because I'm talking now about this last period of 5 years, day by day, but there is also the previous one with other 2 years, going day by day, training, waking up, preparing to go to training, the way to Messimvria, the pitch, the changing rooms, everything, the talk with the players, the people on the street, the people around the team. There are a lot of aspects today, because we have this interview. Sunday is one day before the start of preparation, and normally I should have been here with or with my assistants or by myself to prepare the first week of trainings. In this moment I don't prepare anything. I'm just talking with you. There is this sadness, thinking about all the beautiful and the difficult moments, about the stadium, the Tumba full, the energy that I have received in this period, from the stands, the atmosphere, the games, the goals, everything that is coming, or everything that comes from this relation that I have had with PAOK, is the sadness of leaving, the sadness of divorce, of separation, the sadness of this nice, beautiful period that is finished.
Was it a thing that you never thought of it? Was the separation a thing that you never had the time to digest it? You did not expect that this moment would come eventually, at one point?
It is somehow it is simple to tell you. Yes, you think that in every moment, and especially as a coach, in every moment you might leave from a club, but on the same time you don't believe that the time is coming, especially in this kind of relation when you go day after day, and you continue with the team, and you build up more and more at least as feelings.
How it ended up being a divorce, a separation? Because look, you finished the season.
Yes, maybe you want to understand something different. On the same time,
I don't want to extract anything.
No.
I just want to see you, to see the way you feel things right now. I know you're a person very open to discuss all of your emotions, and on the same time, some things, you cannot translate them immediately, if it's a bad moment or if it's a good moment in your life and in your career. You need time to digest, to find out if it was meant to be, if it was the right moment to be. This is why I'm starting like this.
We never know what it is, if it's the right moment, if it's not the right, if things happen and happen. Finish the story, you have to go forward. Both of sides must go forward. I'm talking about sadness and about disappointment because it's exactly this. Because I love to be in PAOK. I start to, in one point, I started to hugely to love PAOK, and I was considered a part of this. It's practically, even if I never had this experience in my life, it's somehow, but I imagine that you are in a very nice marriage, beautiful marriage, special marriage, and in one point something is broken and there is a divorce. Always, I suppose that behind other feelings, the most important one should be this kind of sadness for the situation that was created.
But not sadness because of the time wasted. I mean,
time wasted in which way?
You could separate and see that you invested your effort, your soul, your work in an environment that did not worth it. That you wasted time, you wasted energy, you wasted the emotions for a project that did not worth it. I believe that it's not that case. It's a case that you feel proud for what you did, for how much you invested yourself on it.
I am happy. I am happy for what I achieved in PAOK. I am happy for the fantastic moments that I lived in PAOK. I am happy for the titles that we won together. I am happy for the games in Europe that we played all together. I am happy for all these fantastic battles that we have on the pitch. I am happy for what I did in every press conference, the comments, the ideas, the ideas followed by explanation, followed by arguments. I'm happy for every moment that I lived in PAOK. There is no doubt about this. The sadness, as you mentioned, was the sadness, the disappointment at the end, is just because it came this moment. It came this moment.
This is what I wanted to ask, and look, I have to ask everything that people should ask, or a normal stranger journalist would ask. So, for me, and I said it, it was obvious that we passed a moment, not only this season, not at the end of this season alone, but also the previous one, that it was obvious around to fans, to media, that both sides, let's say that you are two different sides, which is strange to say even, but both sides, you and the club, had, there were moments that you had half of your heart on that marriage. I mean, it seemed to be a little bit cold relationship at the moment when the league's finished. Also previous year, and also this year. After the league, it was total silence. It was obvious that both sides had some reconsiderations, perhaps, about how this relationship would move forward. Perhaps some, you were both tired from each other, I mean. Was that that case?
Why people try to see on this way? Why to be tired? Also in this last period, I listen stories that after the death of my father, I was another person. I lost motivation, or I lost energy, and I start to be different.
Human. This I would not accept.
No, no.
I didn't hear it.
No,
I wouldn't.
I read in one Romanian paper, came one interview with one guy from Greece, I don't know, in World Cup, said something like this, but there are also other talks around this subject. No, I believe that I was always the same, with the same motivation. Today, I met at lunchtime my guys, my assistants, Paolo Pandelis and Yorgos Sonaca, and we discussed about a lot of stories. And in one moment, Paolo was telling me that you are, he told me exactly like this, you are unbelievable how you can, you are in one moment disappointed, or you look that you are upset or down or this, and in the next moment or next hour you switch and you come with again with a huge motivation. It's true. I'm like this. For me, the fighting spirit is never missing. I'm there. It might be I'm alone. I'm the responsible, the coach in front of everyone. But on the same time, no, not that I'm alone. I'm not alone. On the same time, there are a lot of people around me that they might have also their feelings. They might live in situations. They might be affected by aspects. There are a lot of things. What do you believe, that I didn't have the motivation to fight for the cup, and how finish the cup is unbelievable for me, but it's somehow a consequence of what was happening before. As after this final of the cup, if you go and you are normal person and football professional person, and you analyze, okay, the the last four games, what were these games? 2 games against Olympiacos, 1 game against AEK, 1 game against Panathinaikos. After what happened to us in the previous period, another team could have disappeared, could have given up.
We've seen recently.
And we had we have also example here. And thus we managed, even not being at the best of our shape, to win Olympiacos one time, to draw in Olympiacos, to draw with AEK, okay, home. We could have won. Was not an easy game. It's true that AEK was the title winner, but on the same time with the motivation not to lose any game in playoffs. And the last game we were in Panathinaikos. If something was wrong from beginning, but not to have to be 2-0 up, to miss 3-0 3-4 times. and after in 2-1 to score one goal and the referee to cancel the goal. That might be a mistake to cancel this goal. After we had the possibility to score 3-2 for 4 times in the so the team was there as reactions, never gave up. These results in derbies are not results to be thrown out. The problem was that people interpreted these results by analyzing or by going to the result of the final of the cup, or going to these hopes that were created by a team playing a fantastic football up to a moment, and this created this state of disappointment. But if you see professionally, it is also in this moment a sign, a proof of a team with a capacity to react and being well prepared. Then, going back, I never had this aspect inside of me to be tired of someone or to be tired for something. Yes, because there is a long period. I have a style of playing. It's a demanding style. It's a demanding style of working. Me and my colleagues, the technical staff, we pushed a lot in all this period, these years. The players, yes, in one moment they might a little bit get tired of listening and the same stories, the same kind of preparation, the same kind of trainings. Yes, could be, but it is also the other side, because if you see and you analyze very deep, the team that won the title practically kept as main players minimum 8 after 2 years, with players with whom we achieved very nice results. We had also a very crazy season, very, very crazy season. But I don't want to go up to there. I just, because probably you'll ask me.
Yes.
But I want to come back and to tell you. So.
But when I was saying about both sides of being tired,
I don't
honestly,
comment,
I meant you and Mr. Savavidis.
Yes, I don't comment Mr. Savavidis. I comment what as I see the situation. If you create huge expectations, the risk is very, very high. I will tell things that maybe for a lot of people will not be likable, but this is the reality. We cannot overjump this situation. PAOK is a team that in last 100 years, again I have to repeat, and probably someone will get bored, is a team that won 4 titles, 9 cups. Then
until you mean?
No, on 100 years.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
in
yes.
100 years, yes. So, is not a team having the culture of winning. It's very hard to build up this culture of winning. Why PAOK didn't win are a lot of situations, a lot of stories, a huge, important, complex reality. Suffer, was under injustice, under not fair situations. We know very well the war, let's say in sport aspect, between Salonic and Athens, suffering in the most of the cases. The title stolen, it is the title stolen, and this is one of the most important proof from what PAOK had suffered in the past, facing the teams of Athens. Then, if you don't have this culture of winning, people don't know how to win, how to deal, how to manage situations. And when you create this high expectation, and it comes immediately one negative result, it is very complicated to be able to manage. Because you go and you see direct jumping that you are champions, and one game can make you to start to doubt yourself and to say, but how I will win the title if I am not able to win this game? Instead of saying, okay, we fight, we go game by game, we don't create these expectations, but we go to fight for the title, preparing in a different way.
Like it was 24.
This I said also to Mr. Savavidis, that the only season when I didn't have any kind of I had one pressure there, was to qualify in Europe group stage, Europe Conference League. This was the pressure, and we were talking between us, the people there, assistants and all of these guys, we must qualify in group stage of Europe Conference League. After, what it will come, it will come. We will enjoy, we have to enjoy this season. And I told to Mr. Savavidis, the only one season that I didn't feel any pressure was this 2023-2024. No pressure, I didn't feel, not by myself, I don't give a shit to this. For the team, no one was considering, no one was giving. I remember that in Jerusalem, after the game of Beitar, when we won 4-1, at the end of the game, in the night in the hotel, one group of fans, they came and we discussed. And especially I discussed with one of them, and he told me, I don't know how you passed this round, but for sure you must make a miracle against Hajduk Split, but really it's very hard. This was the feeling at that moment. And we passed, and we start to enjoy. And at the beginning of the season, we lost third round of the league, we lost in Crete. After the next game, we drove home against Aris. So I mean about the points. After again, we had a draw in Panathinaikos. And that moment, after 5-6 games, from the starting of the league, we were 6 points behind and 3 teams in front of us. And was really no feeling of something that was pressure. We won the first game in Europe Conference League in Helsinki, and we enjoy on this way. The team was playing okay, was playing nice, was improving. Again, the transfers in the last moment, and the time that we needed to rebuild the team, because every season you rebuild the team, and this is you rebuild the group, and this is another story. And we start to win, to go up, and no one was taking us in consideration. And finally we managed to win. Then coming back is so important, because if you go and you do this kind of result, after you can manage and you can go from next day, guys, it is finished, we closed, we move for the next, we must be focused, we must be prepared to give everything, and we start to fight. Is this, but when you create these huge expectations, it's true that not managing perfect after or coming up in front of you some strange situations, it's difficult to be able to control. Mm-hmm. As happened this year with all these injuries. And then the team start to lose the confidence, start to lose the identity, and this creates a huge pressure that is a negative one, affect you. So for this reason, I am telling that it's very important how you fix this target. The winners have to have balance. The winners, the mentality of a winner is created. It's not that you have and from God, it is created. And inside of this mentality of winner must be also this, how can I characterized
the
as
intelligence of
no,
being
the
managing
state
this.
of being balanced, the state of being balanced, no? Because balance makes you to keep the control, not to go on the sky if you win a game, not to go under the ground if you lose a game. You are always there, and you can control,
So you say some things that most of them are obvious, most of them are accepted by football persons, but it's also a very difficult city to be to control the enthusiasm when a team plays the football PAOK played this season, for example. How you can control the emotions of the fans watching such nice things from your team. But this is one hand. I want to come back also to have an order to our discussion. So you finished the season. Some people say they write it. I see it in social media a lot. Some haters, let's say, of Rαζβάν Λουτσέσκου. It's the 5-10% of fans everywhere in the world. I believe it's the 5-10. I don't see many of them being against you, but they say, why you are crying that Λουτσέσκου is leaving? He won only 1 out of 10 titles on the table these past 5 years. You know, how would you answer to them? How would you? I don't want to make you angry, but perhaps I also want to make you angry.
No.
I don't know.
No. Listen. With this team, I don't know. Fantastic, plays good, top team, good team. We had to face other teams that have invested money and are from Athens and are as well with top quality. We, in these 5 years, we are the team that we play the most number of games. We play more than Olympiacos, we play more than AEK, 40 games. What means this? 40 games, you know what means?
One season.
One season. So in 5 years,
You played 6?
We played 6 years. Meanwhile, the others were playing 5 games, 5 years. The other aspect is that in this season, yes, it's true that we didn't win the trophy, the cup, but we played 3 finals of the cup. The others, AEK and Olympiacos, played only once, they won. Panathinaikos played 2, they won. But us, we played 3. What means this? That we went in this competition, in another one, we went out in semi-final in the penalties. Then it means that
Consistency.
We have consistency, we played, we created effort. We played 2 quarterfinals of Europe Conference League. Europe Conference League, 2 quarterfinals. Europe Conference League, that with all my respect, was stronger than it is this Europe Conference League. Why? I will explain, not to be someone to say that what he's saying, this bastard or not. 2 years ago, when we were playing this quarterfinal, there were less teams in Europe. Then there were the possibility of teams from Champions League and Europe League to go in the other competition if they were third classified in the group stage. What means that much more quality from February to June, to May, to end of May. Champions League had 32 teams, now has 36. Then they needed 4 teams to have 36. From where they took? From Europe League. So 32 minus 4 are 28. To make 36 teams in Europe League, as it is now the organization, they needed 8 teams. From where they took these 8 teams? From Europe Conference League, no?
Yes.
So it makes 36. Then from the other Europe Conference League remain 24 if you take 8 teams, no? So 24 plus 14, you bring less quality from down. You bring less quality.
Yes.
Then this shows the quality. Us, when we play quarterfinal, we faced 2 times teams that were coming, Bruges and Marseille coming from Europe League. And We played also Midland in playoffs of Europe. We played 2 times playoffs of in February in Europe League. Then imagine how many games there are. Then also in this competition we push. In the cup we push. In the league we push. A team that, as I told, doesn't have this culture of winning and was playing so many games. What gives this to this team? The possibility to have hopes, to be considered an important team, to start to be known in Europe by arriving in a specific phase of competition, overpassing all the others, to fight for the title, to fight against Athens and to win. Win. To go in the final of the cup 3 times. Yes, we didn't, but we were there. After, then these 5 years for me are unbelievably important for the way how we worked and how we pushed. Maybe we're not prepared to go in all this free, but it's a base of a construction that this team PAOK to become really an important team in every competition and to be able to manage all of this.
I'm coming back. I didn't finish my question. You are always like a strong river when
No,
we
you
talk
finish you finish the question. Don't fuck my brain.
No, I didn't even make the question.
How I answer to this that said
No, it finished.
Yes.
It is very
So
concrete. Yes.
Don't play with me, please.
No, I never do. I never do, and I always lose when I try. So I didn't even make the question, but honestly, this is it was a sudden separation. It was a sudden decision. It didn't seem that we were going that direction. Many years in the past, many times in the past, we
Kyriakos,
had...
too close.
How it comes?
No,
how
too close.
it came?
Too close. 3 titles. 2 officially, 1
Yes.
taken by commission. 2 cups, 3 final of the cups, 2 quarter final of Europe Conference League. A lot of games in Europe, a lot of nice games in front of opponent team. What could the coach with PAOK, which was not in the main group of strongest teams, penetrating the teams of Athens, another aspect in this period.
Can I do the devil's advocate? Do you allow me to do? You know
Yes,
my
yes.
opinions, we discussed in private many
Yes,
times. But on the same time, what PAOK should expect, what PAOK fans should expect by having the best coach of the history and on the same time, the richest owner of their history. I mean, let's not neglect that more or less on the same period, 2 things changed in PAOK. First of all, PAOK found one coach that is a reliable, ambitious, good coach, talented coach, and proved almost immediately his quality on the team. And on the same time, there is an owner who invested a lot of money, never being invested before in this team, also very ambitious, also very courageous to fight against the traditional opponents in Athens. So there are the conditions of fans to have high expectations. I mean, this is...
everything that has happened is because of Safvidis. Because Safvidis is the owner that of this club, and because of the owner of this club, all of us, we were coming here and we were working here. And this, it will not be any doubt. He created this modern part of history of PAOK in which this team has become a strong one.
And on the same time, he is the person that invested his effort to create a coach as he imagined from the scratch, a coach of PAOK as he imagined from the scratch. You were a known coach already in football, but he brought you here and he insisted all of the environment to work for you. I'm saying this just to be honest, just to be fair about
but we don't discuss why
because I want to end up how these two persons end up finishing the relationship without being officially finished. No. I mean, for me, it's strange that a contract that you were persuaded to sign, the prolongation of your contract, how a relationship can end so bad that the two parts did not have the patience to officially finish I mean, to wait one more year until your contract finishes and you go out with all the honors.
We don't discuss now about me and Mr. Sαββίδη or Ivan
You
Sαββίδη
decided, you both decided.
You want to put it. We don't discuss. We discussed about, because in this period, and you ask from me some questions, and I'm telling my feelings, my philosophy, my mentality, my experience, my professional experience, that might be much more important than a lot of people that they don't understand really this phenomenon, and they speak because they need to speak, or because they believe that they have this job, or are a lot of nice ideas, but on the same time there is also this professional side that is very important and is built daily from very early age. Yes. I was there with my father from 2 years, since I was 2, inside of changing rooms of teams. Then I was talking now about what we did in this period, and especially what I did as a coach. Zivko will say something as a player, Andre will say something as a player. The owner is the owner, we don't touch here. Now, the problem is that in every relation, as I mentioned also before, we could arrive at a point that we have to say it's finished. It's finished. Is this the reality? But we have to see also in a very correct way, because in this kind of situations, are a lot of people that try to gossip, to affect more in a negative way, to comment more in a negative way, to create more problems, to show off in front of their owner, and instead to be something elegant and with respect, arrive at a point to be in a bad way. This bad way might damage at the end all the period that was very successful for the club, for me as a coach, for boss Mr. Sαββίδη as an owner. No. What we have achieved, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. From now, PAOK has to go forward by continuing to win and even to improve in a different way with a different persons. But it is a base for this last 14 years since Mr. Sαββίδη is here, and this also for him started to be with me as a coach, the successful period, because before he couldn't manage to have the same success. He needed time, it's true, but by bringing me here, we managed to create a nice group and atmosphere. Always the PAOK has good and nice and interesting players. No? Then, is this the situation? We arrive at this point, in my opinion, it's personally, as I told him, I have to be grateful to him for all, because you put it now in this relation between me and him. I have to be grateful to him. I lived in PAOK the most beautiful years of my life. I have also in Al Hilal, to be honest, because it is to be fair, the most important success that I have, it is the treble in Saudi, Champions League of Asia, the title and the cup, because it is a treble, because in the world there are 20, 25 teams that in the history of football make it like this, as a treble. So I am grateful to him. I am totally grateful to him.
How were the discussions that ended to you to finish your relationship with Mr. Safvidis and with PAOK?
But Kyriakos, I will ask something. Do you believe that now is necessary to talk about this? I would prefer to keep inside of me the beautiful moments. I don't know. The therapist in psychology, they say that it's very important to know how to escape from the noise that is around you, because this noise is very toxic. No. And in these moments, because there are moments of tension when things are not very clear from the beginning, and after it's a time, is a period, after everything become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and we arrive at the point that we don't like. For this reason, it's better not to talk. It's
Okay.
Finished. It's finished. The club has the right to decide to change, and it's very correct. It's the time to switch. It's the time to, you are bored, you are tired, you need another person to work with, to learn from other kind of experience. So it's very correct. The only one sorry that I have is that I would have liked to have a different farewell with the world of PAOK.
Will you meet your
Again, I have to say thank you, to thank Mr. Safvidis, to thank Mr. Safvidis for this period, this long period of 7 years, in which we went through unbelievable emotions.
Now I use the part that I used to be a colleague of yours, and I know that many times, relationship in football seem to be a very thin ice. You walk on a thin ice. If you make the wrong step, you can dive in. And many times we passed from there. With Mr. Safvidis, between us, football brings tension. It's adrenaline. Perhaps this is the reason we love it so much. We need it so much. But on the same time, do you feel that...
I remember this story is top after the game in Budapest against Vidi, no? When we came back at 4:30 in the morning, he decided to go to stay in the hotel, and in the airport we discussed between us, with the management, with you, with Maki, with Maria, with Pandelis, with at that moment was team manager. Was
yes, team manager.
No, team manager, yes. And also they told me that he decided to go in the hotel, and we discussed what to do, and I said that it is not okay, and all of you support this idea. And we arrived at Macedonia at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I called the captains and I told, look, this is the order, to go in the hotel. And I asked them, which is your opinion? And Andre asked me, but coach, why you asked us? Because last year happened one more time, and you didn't ask. You decided and finished it. I said yes, because I don't want next day someone to tell me no, I would have liked to go in Macedonia. So take also you the responsibility, tell me, and after it will be as we decide now. And they say no, we don't go to the hotel, and we didn't go to the hotel. Was
rebellion.
Friday morning, 5 o'clock when we arrived, and Sunday was the game against Panathinaikos in the league. We were first in the league, and in the night arrived Mr. Savavidis at 11 o'clock. But before he asked from all of us to go and to sign the resignations.
All of us.
All of us. Me, you, Pandelis, Maki, Maria. I forget someone? No, five.
No,
we
were five, yes.
Five. And and that time he arrived, and he called up for a meeting in the hotel at 1 o'clock in the night, because when he was angry, he was having this huge pleasure
to torture
to torture you during the night with meetings.
Yes.
And I entered the first one. He divided he split the group in two. One was me by myself, and all of you the other. I don't remember, was also Lubos in this group? No, because Lubos remained there, I believe, in Budapest.
And we have the photo. I have the photo of this dinner.
As we met for a dinner.
To sign the resignation.
To sign the resignation,
I will put the photo in the interview.
Yes, it was also nice. You have also the resignation, the paper,
I
as
had
a
so
photo.
many resignation papers, so I believe I have it. I believe I have it.
And I start the meeting with Mr. Savavidis, and he started by asking me, do you know why I am here? He asked me. And I said, no. And he told me, I came to announce you. I came here to announce you that I will go out of the club. Because you gain too much power. He told me like this. And after normal, he started the pressure, he started everything, and he told me he was so nice in a lot of times, and he had so nice ways of talking, of convincing, of pushing, of motivating. Yes, sometimes okay, there are also exaggerations, but I keep the nice. And after he told me, look. I explained him, it's true why you took this decision without talking to me. And I said, but it was 5 o'clock in the morning. And he told me, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, but for you, I have always my mobile open. Whenever you want, you can call me, and you know this, because I consider you as someone very, very, very close of my family. And he made me to feel very bad, and really to feel guilty that I didn't call him. I explained him the reason for which we took that decision, and as well I explained him that 1 year before happened a similar story, and we decided not to go finally in the hotel, and I explained at that time which are the reasons, and from that moment we start to win all the games. All the games was before Xanthi game, and in 2017-18, and this was this story is 2018-19, and after 2 hours of talking, I believe that I talk 10-15 minutes maximum. When I start to say something, he came back and he gave me another hour and a half. So I left the office at 4:30, and you were in front of the bar
waiting our turn.
Wait, I remember that I went out. Good luck, guys. I finished.
You had
but
already.
Was at the end was this nice, And whenever he was having this kind of talks and maybe unfair, a lot of times unfair, but was with a purpose, with a strategy from Mr. Safvidis, and he was telling at the end, always he was taking me apart, because usually this kind of talks, this was one of the few in which he made this meeting just with me personally. And the others were in front of people or in front of the captains or with all of our management, no? And when he was attacking me and he was putting me under huge pressure, at the end always he was coming to hug me and to tell me, no, it's not panic, it's not don't be in panic, it's not a cry situation, no, it's okay, you have to keep the control, you will do well. He always was trying to balance. I have a lot of nice stories. Because of this, I am very sad, because instead to have a nice talk, remember we finish in not the best way possible.
Okay, also time is the best doctor, they say.
It's also, it is also this reason for which I am sad, because I come back to first.
And again, I'm saying time is the best doctor,
Yes.
and time always cools down things. And okay, emotions are being removed, and memories are being stronger. But on the same time, okay, I need to help people understand how this most successful period of PAOK was created, through also some paradoxes, through also some difficult relationships. And what I'm...
But if you stay now and you analyze...
It's full of paradox. Full of
Yes,
paradox.
yes.
Look, 2019, I want to remind you all, good and bad things. Mainly I remember only good things, but I need to remind you that 2019, again a divorce out of nowhere, 2 days before it. Now we are also 1 day before pre-season. You picked up your stuff from Mesimbria 1 day before a new guy goes in your office.
Yes.
2019, you were a rebellion. You made your revolution, you left because of... You can say or you cannot say. Last year again, it was a period after the league that it was silence. Nobody knew how Mr. Safvidis would react. You remember again, back then we were still together. This season the same, after the league, again thoughts to change, not to change. This is the only thing that I openly judge, not Mr. Safvidis or the family, but PAOK, is that the way, always the aesthetic of a decision, of an action, for me is printed in the DNA of PAOK. And when you divorce, when you separate from such historical persons from the club, you should be aware that the way that you will choose remains in the books of history. And I don't like... I talk too much right now, but I will edit it. I will cut it in the half. But I don't like you emptying your office without the players there to say goodbye to them, and them to you, and that you stop your history with PAOK without a farewell, a press conference, an invitation to a... But perhaps it will happen in a more calm period. I don't know.
No,
but I don't like the
will
way.
not-
It's cold. It's backdoor release. I don't like it.
Yes, Kyriakos, it's are a lot of things to be said. I don't like now that you put me in the position to speak about it, because normally I should have said it is finished. My feelings are my feelings. We move forward without turning back for this kind of stories. But yes. At the end, somehow you are right, but are also people around that they should have taken care about this. There are people that created this negativity in these moments. Was insane what happened in these 3-4 weeks of holiday. The most normal way would have been me and Mr. Safvidis to shake the hand, to hug each other, and to move
So
forward.
how it started? Because it seems that it started by you talking to a team, showing, if I was in the position of Mr. Safvidis, if I learned that you were somehow discussing with another team or an offer, I would consider that perhaps you are not 100% in the project of PAOK. On the same time, they came with a proposal to the club. It created the feeling that
Hi
you are not...
Kyriakos, hi Kyriakos, don't make me to tell you that you are big Malaka also, you and...
I am. Things repeated throughout the years.
Because I was very loyal to this club, to Mr. Safvidis. In 2024, in 2019, I left. I left because I considered that was the time to go, because happened things. Finish the story. In the beginning, I had the same offer from Al Hilal in 14th of May. After 12th of May, when we won the cup and the double and the unbeaten team. And I said, no, I want to stay in PAOK and to continue this season exactly having one more year contract that year, no? And after 1 month, I arrived at the point to say, no, it's finished. And came again this situation that I had to go, and I went. And I asked my agent at that moment, I don't want to stay here. Ask if still they are interested, because I am ready to go. This was the real story. Doesn't matter, we finish, we close, we come back. In 2024, this is a lesson for me, but again, I don't have any kind of strategies in my decisions. It's pure emotion. Our feelings, are these coming from the heart decisions? And in 2024, one club came to me and they were ready to pay the buyout. They also sent to the club the document that they pay the buyout. And boss called me and tell me, what is this? And I said, boss, as usually, I'm loyal to you. I sent the club to talk with you. If you decide, no, not if you decide, if you tell me, don't go, I don't go. If you decide to pay the buyout, you pay the buyout and I can go. With the buyout, it was 4 million. This is good for Mr. Safvidis to know people. And he said, no, you stay. Please stay. And I stayed. I could have gone, always.
And you prolonged also.
No, the prolongation
was a little bit previous.
For this was the buyout, no? And maybe after huge success, almost a lot of coaches, they leave. 90% they leave. They have success and they leave. They have success and they leave. I say no. I will not leave this time, because I don't want to disappoint people. Because I left one time after 2019, but I consider that it was correct what I did. I consider this is what I have inside of me. No one can change my opinion. And I remained. Then also before last year, something it was, and we send always the clubs that were contacted us to the club to speak with Maria. And this year happened the same story. No, the same story. No, because we are discussing now exactly what happened. I was in Bucharest, and in the same time started two stories. One, in which the club was trying to find coaches and to change me. They were talking with coaches.
You knew it?
Yes, normal that I knew. But was leaked on media. First of all, was leaked on media. Second, you know very well that this world of football, even if it's big, is very small. And agents between them, they talk and arrive also to us. And the second aspect, it was the story that I would go in Turkey, in one club of Turkey that is I am very close and so on. No? And because when I go in Romania, I have the obligation to go in football show TV and to speak with media, because also there is important to have subject to speak. I go there one time every 6 months. I went and I was asked, is true that you'll go to in this club? I don't want to mention. I don't want to mention because I don't want to create publicity to myself and to use names.
Okay.
Then it was asked. I said, look, guys, I have 1 year more contract with PAOK. I don't want to disappoint people. I don't want to disappoint people the people that respect me, that showed me their love. I want to finish the contract. And I have 1 more year to stay and I don't want to go. And I don't talk about other teams. On the same time, in the back of my mind was, yes, but PAOK is leaking, is talking with coaches and this and the other. If they decide to, I will be like a stupid guy. And I mentioned also that, okay, I don't want to go, I want to respect this year of contract, but if the club decide to make a change, this is a different story. And the moment I don't know what it will be. Mm-hmm. These too close. And I insisted because I went in another show TV and again I insisted. In this period, other 2 clubs contacted our agents and I said, no, guys, I want to stay. I have also the messages in which I thank a lot and I said, my decision is to remain in PAOK. And 1 club stop, the other continue after 2 days, after 3 days to push. And I said very honest, look, when in one point I had to speak direct, I said, look, thank you very much, it's fantastic. I appreciate, I know what is there. But I want to respect this year of contract. And I explained the reason for which I want to respect. And I said, I don't know what the club, if the club decide to change, this is the other story. Because again, knowing that the club wants, and that person asked me, but I want to speak with someone from the club. And I mentioned Maria, they spoke, Maria called me, asked me again what you want, and I said I want to stay. Okay, she gave the answer that no, Razvan will not go because he wants to stay. He gave the answer to that club, and that after 2 days, again they contacted the club wanting to speak with Mr. Savaridis. I believe that also someone from the club was involved in this. I didn't like in a bad way, pushing this club to talk or saying something, but I don't enter in this because again we are gossiping. And from here, it came what it came. Then from my side was the most honest behavior. And in one point I said, because I felt it was not fair as I was treated, I said, I don't go anywhere. I have 1 year contract more and you must respect the contract.
Some people and some media use this and, in a negative way, saying that you sit on your buyout, that you were pushing, you were blackmailing for you to take the compensation. People that don't know your relationship with money, perhaps, but you know, I'm also a journalist. I'm also a journalist now, and I don't want to provoke you, but you know, it was a story that Razvan is saying this because he wants to take his compensation to leave. I made you angry now.
Oh, again, unfortunately, are people without quality. Unfortunately, are people that in their life they never did something, they couldn't achieve anything, and they just know to create problems and stories, and they feel nice by doing this because they don't know how to behave.
It's so difficult for me.
I left from PAOK without taking any compensation. Okay? I left from Al Hilal without taking what it was written in the contract. I wanted just to be paid for the work that I did. I left from PAOK being paid just for what I finished.
I want to clarify these things.
Yes.
I've been that procedure. I know how tough it is persons to ask you, even in my case, it was not an interview. The close persons were worried and they wanted to ask and to provoke and to let my negative feelings to be out. I don't want to do this. I don't want you to be in a difficult position. But because of how things happened, it might be your last, let's say, interview. I hope it will not be the last interview as a coach of PAOK, but it will be the last interview that these things will be totally closed. You might repeat some things, but unfortunately, it is not a press conference. It is not an open procedure.
I am with you because you are my friend, because I love you, because we have spent so nice time. But my intention was not to have any kind of interview. And I believe that you deserve this interview. I knew that it will be not a nice one because
Yet
is an interview in which we speak about things that I don't like to speak. But this to clarify why I am talking to you. This is the story, this is the reality, and again we are coming back to say why we should have arrived at this situation. And with us, Mr. Safvidis, with me, with PAOK, with all of this, instead to have a nice press conference together, instead to have a shaken hand and to hug each other. Yes, maybe something was broken in the last period, maybe. But this is life. This is life. At the end, remains the fantastic period that we
and
spent
hopefully
together.
I believe.
And again, me personally, to go forward more to say thank Mr. Safvidis because he's the person that made me to leave this period.
By experience, I'm telling you, I told you off camera, but I'm telling this on camera for persons that pass through this type of procedures. It's a trick of a therapist. It's not my idea. I'm not the wise guy. Write a letter today to yourself in 2 months, and you will see that the feelings, the bitterness that you might have today, it will be removed, and you will feel a little bit stupid.
I don't have this bitter. No, I don't need. It's finished, and
Okay.
it's finished.
Okay. I can provoke you even more.
Yes,
I want to make you
provoke.
angry now because always I was the person to keep you quiet and keep you calm, and now I can provoke you. I can put you fire in
I
your
will
ass.
provoke also you after.
Okay.
I will tell you what you told me once.
No, I don't have any problem, and I will not cut it. But how crazy you get that opponents that you were in favor of PAOK fighting with them are celebrating today, that they will not have you as an opponent anymore.
No, this means or confirms what I said to you before, everything that I said before. It's very nice. It's very nice feeling, and also to them I want to thank for this kind of appreciation. I don't know in which way, if they understand or not, but I want to thank, and generally I want to thank to Greek people because no matter the fights, no matter the adversity, no matter the emotions, no matter what happened in negative way, in storm ways, but the people knows to respect when someone achieves something in professional life.
You are a provocative person. You are a during
You
your
believe
job.
this?
No, during your yes. During when adrenaline takes over your body, I believe you are not a different, but you are a very much more difficult person to handle than when you are calm.
No.
I believe you are not two different persons, but you have a version of adrenaline and a version of calmness, coolness.
Yes, but it's not fair. It's not fair to tell me that I'm provocative. I answer to provocations. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If is this my style? Is this my character? Is this as I am built? I am the best person. I am the nicest person. But if I am provoked, I answer back, and probably sometimes I answer in in ways that
In second part,
are difficult for people to manage my reactions.
in the second part, I want to, I really want to introduce to people that might be, I don't know how to say it, might be, to people that they don't understand why the close persons of you love you so much, why us that work with you love you so much, and perhaps because they are opponents. But in the second part, I want to finish the story. We are finishing on that. I don't want to insist. I don't want to create a bad stomach to you, because I know you're also sensitive on that. With PAOK, any regrets? No regrets, meaning that you did something wrong, that perhaps something that you did not manage during these years. Do you miss something from this history that you wrote with this club? Do you feel it's the last goodbye that you say to this club, or is until our roads meet again type of thing?
I told you that my decisions are taken by feelings, no?
Thank God.
Thank
God for this for this trip in Bucharest. But yes, okay, thank God.
At the same time, I can tell you that I'm not. I'm also a dreamer, but I also analyze, and I will tell you that it will be hard to come the third time. It will be hard, but in football you never know, and in life you never know. Especially that I love Salonic, I love PAOK, I love what happened in this period. I love all this period. No.
You bought the apartment that you're living.
I bought the apartment. Okay. We never know what the future could bring us. Is this if I have what
regrets? If you're missing something.
If I miss something, no, I don't miss anything. I just can say, if you want, what are my what I consider the hardest lost games, if you want. This I can say.
Name me three, and I will ask you. I will ask you also the positive memories to count.
Then the first is this title that we lost by decision of commission. Now, in the most respectful way, because you see how is life in football. It counts this. it counts. You win this, and at the end, you cannot win a lot. And it's 1 year of work, 1 year of fights, 1 year. And the way of how they took it from us was very bad and very
Tell me
hard
something now. Tell me something. Sorry to interrupt you. This happened, whenever you say this, it happens to be an open war with Ike. And I try to explain that this started even before, in the game against Olympiacos. Do you believe that the title was stolen by Ike, or it was a general system that was after PAOK? No matter who would take the title, but the target was PAOK and Sαββίδης, that he was rising at that moment, to lose the title. I mean, you know, it's the first time that I'm asking this. I also have a negativity whenever I talk for this, which I have the same opinion with you.
But listen,
do you believe it was Ike, the opponent, that stole the title?
I don't know. No.
Because it's a vendetta between you and Ike after that. That's why.
The commission decided us to lose the game against Olympiacos without playing, and after 1 year, the courts decided that the civil courts decided nothing happened in that situation. So explain me to understand why the courts decided that never serious happened, and on the same time as we lost 3-0. And after 2 weeks,
and -3, that it made us go in Tripoli only to win. So in 2-2.
Okay, I don't go there. Finish. I jump direct to the game.
Yes,
and after happened the story against AEK, in which we score a goal that also today they analyzed the professional guys. If not, go and look on YouTube, you see the analysis of this. Is a goal, regular goal. The referee going to the center, staying and showing the center, the main referee, the assistant, the line assistant was showing the center. And after 5 minutes they came back. It's not normal, no? And from that story we lost how many points? 3 + 6, 9 points. 9 points in the league, plus -2 for the next season. It was unbelievable. So it's hard. People of AEK should not be angry with me, because I am saying the truth, and I didn't attack them. Me, I was protecting my team, and I was protecting our job, our title. Because I am telling, it's not easy to win a title. And when you win on the pitch, because at the end we won on the pitch, make simple calculation, 9 points that we lost on this way. I would like to see another team what would have done being instead of us. And thus we continue to fight.
So one is this.
Then one is this. So, and I came with arguments, without attacking any person or to make personal attacks. It was the pure explanation. Then one is this. The second, and after, I was also that guy that I was always saying I totally deserved to win the double. Was the best team in Greece from far when they won in 2000.
With Almeida, 23.
23, yes. So I don't have problem to analyze correctly. About Olympiacos the same, top, and I praise, and this is the biggest club in Greece. They won what they won, and Panathinaikos, another famous team, and maybe one of the most elegant team in the history of Greece. And each one has its own style. PAOK is one. Yes.
What I say always is that I don't believe that all of us support the only team in the world that has only proud moments in their history. All the teams have proud moments and moments to be ashamed of. If fans understand this, they would be the talks would be much more normal. But in any case,
okay, yes. We move forward. So this is the title. The second is the games against Steaua.
You got crazy there.
Yes, okay, because I was in between
Yes,
two
yes.
countries. It was not an easy moment.
Yes.
And the third is this. No, the second is the game against Olympique Marseille. The game here, because really we deserve that game to win, and it would have been fantastic. And we lost playing a fantastic football. Then this is the second. The third are the games against Steaua, and the fourth is the final of the cup against Toffee. By how.
And
we
okay,
lost.
if I ask you your favorite moments, of course it will be the titles. It will be the night of celebrations of the title. But tell me something that.
No, look. Yes. I cannot make a classification, but probably it's the game against Aris in the last, when we won the title. It is true that it is also the last game. It was a final, no? After is we mentioned practically the games and winning the title, no? After is the game against AEK in the cup, because was this story
Of 2018.
Of 2018 was this story coming after the titles lost by commission, and the pressure that we had. I remember how now you are saying that you deserve the title. You have the possibility to show now in the final of the cup, no? Then these the two games, but yes, the year that I love is the year of 2018-19, in which the double and unbeaten team.
Okay, let's finish this part of PAOK, and we will continue with the second part of a little bit more friendly chat, more to discuss more as friends. I don't want to be anymore the journalist between two of us.